What's with Kanye West getting depersoned? Okay, like he was kicked out and he's being consistently harassed by the Kardashians. It's like, no, we want to keep your kids hostage. You can't see them because you say bad things on the internet. And I don't know, because I always thought that maybe it was the people that he was talking about who ran the banks. I just didn't know that it was a bunch of Instagram thoughts. My mistake, a simple mistake to make. Kanye West, business booted from JP Morgan and Chase banks. Interesting. Very, very interesting, because this is where we're going at this point, okay? You can no longer exercise your right to free speech. Oh, because we talked about this as well, like he's been kicked off Instagram, or at least temporarily suspended. Same thing with Twitter for indeterminate amount of times, okay? They're private companies, they can do whatever they want. Cool. Why are banks acting as third-party intermediaries when it comes to this stuff? You're doing some stuff, okay? You're doing some things over on other platforms that we don't like, so we don't want to engage in business with a fucking billionaire anymore. Makes a lot of sense, right? JP Morgan Chase Banks has reportedly severed ties from doing business with controversial rapper Kanye West after he issued several anti-Semitic statements on social media. Were they really? We went over it before, okay? Other than saying, I want to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews or some shit like that. And again, define your terms, okay? But whatever. Some nebulous term is a bridge too far for the good folks running the banks. And who are those after all? Well, they are according to conservative activist Candace Owens, and podcaster as well. And she works with Daily Mail. And she's also black, in case you forgot. Who wore a White Lives Matter shirt alongside Kanye at Paris Fashion Show. How long before that gets determined to be a hateful slogan, okay? Or terroristic utterance? Anybody who goes out there and puts White Lives Matter in a hashtag or something like that, it's already been scrubbed off of TikTok of all places. Interesting. Shirt alongside Kanye West hat to the Paris Fashion Show. She was given a notice from JP Morgan telling Kanye their intention to sever their relationship. So he hasn't been debanked quite yet, which we're here now. Okay, and again, he was saying anti-Semitic things. That's why we can't have him in the banks, because it hits a little too close to home. Okay, cool. We'll just go ahead and we'll play this out, right? Because as of right now, because it's only these fringe people who are calling for severe violence against the Jews, and we can't have that because of Holocaust and all that stuff. Okay, whatever. But you know who else was debanked? Sitting president, Donald Trump. Deutsche Bank, I think, ended up closing some of his business accounts. Another billionaire, somebody who probably makes him quite a bit of money, okay? What do these guys have in common? Maybe not a 3-letter acronym, I could think of a 4-letter one. Who else? Ooh, Alex Jones. Oh no, he said bad things about kids dying in Connecticut 6 years ago, right? So we need to go ahead and get rid of all of his payment processors. We need to get rid of all of his banks that he uses. It's just going to make it really hard for him to, pay that $1 billion that got, levied against him. Anyways, it's all of those fringe ideologues that are out there, like one of the most popular media figures that are out there, one of the most popular rappers, okay, a sitting fucking president, and then, somebody else who got depersoned, deplatformed, debanked, de-Ubered, de-payment processored. Andrew Tate, yeah. You think that this shit is centralized in the United States of America? Motherfucker is worldwide. Talked about this incoming social credit score system, okay, that Biden put forward. It was about a month ago, a couple of weeks ago at least. Here it is in action. Oh, we're just gonna trim the periphery. We're just gonna get rid of the worst actors that are out there. Well, guess what? The second worst actors have now become the worst actors. So how long before they get trimmed? You act like you don't even treat people who go to jail, people who commit actual crimes, people who are out there committing hate crimes against Jews, still have the opportunity to go to jail, serve their time, come out, and then have access to all of these different institutions. But Kanye West, he wore a red baseball cap once, and we can't be having that stuff. Unfucking believable. Earlier today, I learned that Kanye West was officially kicked out of JP Morgan Chase Bank. I was told there was no official reason given, but they sent this letter as well to confirm that he has until late November to find another place for the Yeezy empire to bank. Yeah, that shit is pretty fucking lucrative. Now, if any other banks that are out there had any sort of business acumen, they would be crawling over one another, okay? Just like there would be a penny rolling down the street. They would be chasing and kicking and biting each other in order to get after that. Well, we'll see where this goes. We are sending this letter to confirm our reasoned discussion with that JP Morgan Chase Bank has decided to end its banking relationship with Yeezy LLC and its affiliated entities. That's Kanye West's clothing line, by the way, in case anybody doesn't know, just for clarification's sake. It's very popular. It's because basically once you get to a certain level, every fucking rapper has some sort of clothing line. But Kanye West is unique in the fact that he has expensive shit, very artistic, kind of autistic shit that he has out there, but it's wildly successful. So why you would knowingly and wantedly shoot yourself in the foot and deprive yourself of doing business with somebody who is actually successful in his endeavors is far beyond me. But it's a private business. It can do whatever it wants. Sure thing. I guess care of, Candace Owens. There's the actual letter itself. Exactly why JP Morgan Chase appears to be severing ties with Yeezy remains unknown. The alleged notice comes after the rapper has been suspended from social media for issuing several anti-Semitic tweets, as Breitbart News reported. Billionaire musician and entrepreneur Kanye West was suspended from Twitter and Instagram this weekend. This was, about a week ago, after he made several anti-Semitic posts. Oh my gosh. But again, back, what was that, earlier this year or last year, 2021, sometime in there, okay? Remember when the Palestinians were getting a little too avarice with Israel, and we all know what the Free Palestine movement is really all about? They're just really uptight about the whole Israel thing, so all of those flags and all of those profiles are still up. I'm just saying, they make a little bit more pointed threats than simply saying somebody is going to be going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. I'm just saying, if we're going to have these rules that are down there, if it's a private company, okay, with terms of service, shit should be probably applied equally. Because if you want to benefit from government legislation like Section 230, where you've got publishers and you've got editorial discretion, we need to figure out what the fuck is actually going on here. On Friday, West took to Instagram to post screenshots of a message that exchanged with fellow hip-hop star Diddy, claiming, I'm used you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me, that no one can threaten or influence me. How is that anti-Semitic? Make that one make sense, okay? It's Diddy. He's also another media mogul, okay? The motherfucker's been famous since back when I was in diapers, for Christ's sakes, for pimping out Biggie. So he probably knows a Jew or two, okay? Just saying. It's the fucking, entertainment industry. They aren't exactly that unique out there. He was then restricted from posting to his Instagram account for violating the platform's hateful language policy. What the fuck is hateful about that? I'm going to expose your business partners who happen to be cut. Oh, okay, cool. Penis, by the way. Circumcision. Not, anything nefarious. No violence or anything like that. Jokes. Subsequently, the Jerusalem Post, he posted photos of himself on Twitter, and CEO Mark Zuckerberg, who owns Facebook, owns Instagram. What? I didn't know that. Anyways, and taunted Zuckerberg, who also happens to be Jewish. Couldn't tell it all. And it was funny because we read the tweet, except for one word. It was only like, the handful to begin with. But there was one that, this shit, I like black shirts. It's just my skin doesn't quite mesh up with his verbiage. He can get away with it. He can't get away with calling Jewish people out. West then posted the offending tweet Saturday night threatening Jews. Did he really? And claiming he cannot be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. A belief shared by Black Hebrew Israelite movement. Can we go check Farrakhan's Twitter page just for proof of concept on that one? Because that would be great. Some of whose branches embrace racist and anti-Semitic ideologues. What the fuck are we doing? Like a mind map here? It's like, okay, cool. Kanye West was talking about Jews, and he also claimed to be a Jew, so that's also talking about Black Hebrew Israelite movement, and then they say certain things. So how many degrees away from actual violence are we talking here? Or is there just nothing to really correlate all this stuff, and we just don't like Kanye West and we're using this as an opportunity to make a martyr out of him? I'm just wondering. Unaired footage also leaked from Kanye West's interview with Tucker Carlson, which he appeared to support ideology, related to black Hebrew Israelites. Preach, brother. Preach. Did he have somebody backing him up doing that? Because that would be hilarious. Which claims that black people are the real Jews. Okay, cool. And those people are out there all the time, okay? They even get vaunted positions. Hell, they're even allowed to, especially in the south side of Chicago, back in the early days, they were allowed to go out there and police voting stations. I'm referring to the Black Panthers, by the way. Anyways, when I say Jew, I mean the 12 lost tribes of Judah, the blood of Christ, who are people known as the race black really are. Wait, what? You're using the royal black right there with the capital. Okay. This is who our people are. Blood of Christ. This, as a Christian, is my belief. Very anti-Semitic right there. Very anti-Semitic. That's why he should be taken away from the banks. But shouldn't he also be welcomed into the tribe if he was trying to prove a point there? That's, I don't know, man. Not a lot of this stuff is really making sense. So now we got somebody here who looks like maybe, depending on how this ends up going, is he going to put a stake in the ground and try to become an innovator in the parallel economy space? Because that would be great. That would be wonderful. Just like Elon Musk wants to create like Internet 3.0 or whatever his X project is going to be. Because I'm down to see where this goes, because I think that this could be very interesting. After being dumped by JP Morgan Chase, Twitter, Instagram, Kanye West appears to be losing friends fast among the corporate elite. Yeah, that's alright, that's alright. But the billionaire rapper and fashion mogul doesn't seem to have much love for corporate America either. Yes, of course, because it's all run by... well, you know, that joke's run out. Speaking to Bloomberg News in September, Kanye West indicated he was finishing cozying up to big corporations. It's time for me to go it alone. It's fine. I made the companies money. The companies made me money. We created ideas that will change apparel forever, like the round jacket, foam runners, slides that have changed the shoe industry. Now it's time for ye to make a new industry, make industry great again. No more companies standing in between me and the audience. That would be great. That would be great, because that has been one big hookup that's been out there, okay? Because a lot of other big tech startups have tried, okay, to infiltrate the big tech monopoly that's out there. Parler, okay? The Rumble's actually succeeding because they didn't rely on other areas of big tech in order to thrive. Still bitter about Twitter being Parler being assassinated. Oh, January 6th was organized on Parler. Psh, whoa, why would Facebook do that? And like I was saying before, Rumble succeeded. Rumble is succeeding right now. They have their own servers. They learn from the mistakes of Parler. Up until the point, like, who ever thought that we would get to the point where somebody would say something in public that you may personally find objectionable, okay, by the letter of the law? Not really a call to violence or anything like that. Nothing that would pass the Brandenburg test, or default on it, or be negative to it. The Supreme Court of the United States would not find that language objectionable. But then end up getting this person kicked out of banks? Like, this is having to think another step ahead. And Kanye West, he's not being hyperbolic when he said that he revolutionized the apparel industry. So he and Elon Musk, Trump, and so many other smart people that are out there, their mileage may vary, but I think that these people are geniuses in their own areas of expertise. Made $1 billion. They could do it again, okay? I'm just saying, these guys are they have proven track records. So if they're going to be doing something magical, I want to see where it goes. That'd be very beneficial to, like half of the world's population, if not more. Last month, West said he terminated a contract between his company, Yeezy, and Gap Incorporated. Everyone knows that I'm a leader. I'm the king. Yeah, he was sitting there with his goofy tinfoil sunglasses. I've seen that a couple of times, and it was kind of hilarious. Didn't really have any commentary over to the top of it, because it just kind of seemed like Kanye doing Kanye things. And then when he started to go into the interview scene, it's like, he's on to something right there. And especially with all the... I guess Gap didn't want to carry the new line of White Lives Matter shirts. But instead, I'd imagine that they probably have a couple of donations to Black Lives Matter. So, but that one's fine, right? Anyways, West told CNBC, a king can't live in someone else's castle. A king has to make his own castle. Well, if you inherit the castle like you'd inherit the throne, your analogy kind of falls apart when you just go ahead and analyze it. But whatever. West has set off fireworks in the media in recent days with a series of social media posts, public appearances, and interviews, which he aired his seemingly unfiltered and unbreaded political beliefs. You do you, Kanye. I think he's genuine in his beliefs. I don't find anything inherently dangerous about what he's talking about. He hasn't acted on it in any form or fashion. This is just what happens when you end up living under the same roof as a quarrelsome woman. Your actions might seem a little bit extreme, but extreme times call for extreme measures, and extreme men are required in order to carry out those extreme actions. But that's my opinion on it. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.